Hello, everyone. I am Krooked, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give them a 1 through 10 rating. We are continuing Star Wars month with Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. I have a ton of great memories of this game from being a kid. Me and my brother, this was one of the first games that we owned, and we played the heck out of it. We did everything we could. At the time, we had no idea who Plo Koon was. Star Wars The Clone Wars wasn't a thing. He had an orange lightsaber. I still don't think Adigalia is in anything, but I might be wrong. And, you know, we usually play to one of these. There's a code to get different characters. There's so much to do here. I'm gonna go with Obi-Wan, considering he's the only one out of here that survived everything. With everything. So, Jedi Power Battles came out on a few different consoles. I believe it came out on the on handhelds like Game Boy Advance, and then I think it also came out on the Dreamcast as well as the PlayStation 1. This is the PlayStation 1 version. I'm going to go ahead and skip cinematics because it does have them, and they look great. This game is cool. It has all these loading screens that were like different scenes from Star Wars, so it wasn't interactive, but it still gave you a little bit of a sense of like, hey, cool, there's something going on. So it tells you what to do at the beginning of each level, and it is a level-based game. And it makes you feel like a Jedi. Because you get to go around and basically beat things up and be a Jedi. X, square, and triangle are all attacks. L1 blocks. R1, I think, gives you force powers later. And then you can, like, double jump. There's credits at the top because it's kind of arcadey. I could kill that protocol droid if I wanted to, but, you know, I don't really feel like it. He didn't do anything wrong. Whoops! Accidentally killed the protocol droid. So, yeah. As you can tell, the game is not the prettiest. It has some graphical limitations and issues, and that was just a Yoda. Like, honestly, you can't really tell that I'm Obi-Wan. I kind of just look like General Jedi with blue lightsaber 1. And it's kind of the same with all the characters. If you didn't know who they were beforehand, you aren't going to be able to tell just by looking at the game. But that doesn't mean that it's not fun. For 2 players to just go around and, you know, slice things up, beat them up, and basically be a Jedi, it's a pretty cool little experience. Once we get past the initial level, you'll get to see some more of the cool stuff that you can do in this. If you time reflection back, it shoots right at the droid. And what's more Star Wars than reflecting blasts with the lightsaber? Like, you know, awesome. So you have a health bar, you have a force bar, and you can pick up, you know, different things along the way. I believe those are thermal detonators. I don't remember how to use them. I think it's like starter select or something like that. Oh god, I'm turned around. It's bad. Probably a downside of this is you can get turned around. And there's little cutscenes. The sounds are great because you're listening to Star Wars the entire time, and it's definitely Star Wars. No ifs, ands, or buts. I remember when I was a kid, me and my brother tried to get through the levels as quickly as possible here. And there's different goals. I don't remember all of it nowadays, but you want to get like so many points to unlock certain things. And I remember getting really mad at him because we'd be going through a level and I'd be trying to do something. We'd agree on a way to do it, and he just wouldn't do it that way. And I'd be like, really? Are you kidding me? Look at these little droids. They're like, get him, Roger, Roger. And it's just not working for him. So, the controls. Game has decent controls. It's a pretty basic brawling game in the sense of you have attacks, you have powers that you get later, and then you try to get points. It's very arcadey in like the best ways. And oh, you can run. You just hold R2 to run. Haha. So I'm just stupid. And there's different moves for that. So, you know, honestly, this game has a lot going for it. It's not the prettiest to look at, of course, but so far, like, gameplay-wise, it's been fun. Control-wise, there's a lot of variation. You can really move things around in a lot of different ways that you might want to do. You can vary your attacks, and you may not seem like you need to most of the time, but, oh, that's how you throw thermal detonators. You use L2. But this also has a mode where you and a friend can fight each other. It's through secret code. And I know that me and my brother used to, you know, kind of settle arguments a little bit in this game. We'd be like, all right, you want to throw down? Let's go on Jedi power battles, and whoever wins gets whatever we're trying to do. So if it was like the last soda or something, whoever wins Jedi power battles gets the last soda. And it was cool, because, you know, we would just settle our differences in Star Wars. And it made us love the game, I think, a bit more. Oh, God. And there's stuff like that, where you might just instantly die. But the love that we have for the game ended up being something where it made Star Wars more fun for both of us, and the fact that this has characters that were introduced later on in, like, the Clone Wars, it really makes you go, wow, I understand some more of this universe, even if it doesn't really make sense. Like, I still don't know why Maul has a blue lightsaber instead of an orange one, or rather why he has an orange one instead of a blue one. But little things like that still make the game fun. And the power-ups. I believe the one up here is a power-up for my lightsaber. And it's so stupid when I get it. Yeah. See, now I have like this insanely long lightsaber that would make Cal Kestis jealous. Anyone who doesn't know, I very much question why Cal Kestis has like a 6-mile-long lightsaber. So controls-wise, there are a few points where, you know, you're going to instantly die and it's going to feel a little bit cheap because you missed a jump. It's happened to me 3 times now. Sound-wise, it sounds like Star Wars. This couldn't sound more like Star Wars if I tried. In terms of gameplay, it's fun. I still enjoy this game today, and I'm gonna run through the enemies. I'm gonna try to get to the boss fight and see if we can get that going. But this is a fun little beat 'em up. It just
Got that.
even has voices. The typical Star Wars hero music, like, oh, this game, it has so much going for it. And I know that, like, over time, it's kind of lost some of the love and appreciation it had. I have heard that the Dreamcast version is better, but it's really hard to say that this isn't good, because this game is just fun. At its very worst, it's kind of a dated beat 'em up. But you can play this with 2 people, and you can have fun, and you can play as multiple characters, and there's stuff to unlock. And honestly, this is a great game. It has tons of replayability because of everything to unlock. And if you don't want to go through, you can really just use cheat codes, and that'll get you through most of the game, if we're being honest. Oh no, so I'm about to die. Oh, I was trying to get over to the health first. It's okay, because when you die, you spawn basically at the last checkpoint, which happens to be right here for me. So, with all that, I personally think everyone should check out Jedi Power Battles. I think you'll have a good time, even if it's not something that you've played before. And for a score, I'm going to have to give it 8.5 out of 10. It's not quite there to be a 9 or a 10, but man, this is a good game, and you're going to have a good time no matter what. So, with all that, go ahead and hit that like button if you liked what you saw. Hit the subscribe button so that way you never miss out on a new episode of Unscripted. And don't forget to click the bell so you'll be notified when new episodes do come out. And other than that, check out my Patreon so you can, toss some coin my way and we can get more episodes going, hopefully, than just once a week after Star Wars month. And you can also just support me so I can get more games to play for this. And other than that, I will see you on the next Unscripted. Bye.